Hello, boys and girls. I'm Melody, Miss Melody. You can call me Miss M though. And today we're going to be talking about how to determine odd and even numbers. Does anyone know what an odd or even number is right off the bat?
I don't think I do.
What about you?
No.
And I'm sorry, what are your guys' names?
Brandon.
Okay, Brandon and...
I'm Tyler.
Okay. Alright, and so I'm going to pass out a slip that just kind of has the definitions on them that you guys can look or refer back to. So we're just going to go over them right now. An even number is a counting number that is divisible by 2, meaning if a number has no remainder after dividing by 2. Yes, Tyler?
What's divisible mean?
You could say it when you separate two objects into two different groups.
Okay, yeah.
So like, let's say we have 4. If we were to separate these into two groups, that means they're divisible by 2.
Okay.
Any questions?
No. So if you had 5 blocks,
Add 1.
that
That is considered another number that we're going to get to right now, which is an odd number. So it's a counting number that is not considered even. So when you divide it by 2, there's always a remainder of some sort.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so let's say I have this many on the table. Is this an odd or even number, would you say?
even,
Why do you say that?
because there's 3 in each group.
Okay.
Well, there's no remainder, right?
No remainder, exactly. And that means, like you said, they are divisible by
Shoot.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so let's say we have that. What would you say? That is an odd or even number?
Is that yellow one go with that group, or is that by itself?
This is by itself. This is one group and this is another group.
So this be like a remainder?
Mm-hmm. So would that be an even or odd number?
I think that'd be an odd number. if we
Yeah.
have a remainder.
It's odd.
Okay, and why is that again?
Because we have a remainder. And if you put the yellow over here, then this one would have more. If you put it over here, this one would have more. So that's why that one's left out. So it'd be an odd number.
Because
Okay.
there's not just two groups. There's an extra one.
And it's not divisible by 2.
Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna hand you some blocks and I want you to tell me if that's an odd or even number.
Alright. Even.
Why would you say that?
Because I could put them in 2 groups, and there was the same amount in both groups, and there wasn't any remainders left. So it was divisible by 2.
Tyler, do you agree?
Yeah. There's no remainder, so I mean, if we read this and there's no remainder, that means it's even.
Okay, we're gonna slide those blocks on down to you and give you some more. And I want you to tell me if you have an odd or even number.
I think it's odd because these two equal each other and there's one left.
Okay, and do you know what number that is?
$13.
13. And that's what? It's an even or odd number?
Odd.
Okay. Tyler, would you agree? I mean, Brandon, would you agree?
I would agree with that.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so now I'm going to break you guys off into groups so you two can work together and I want you both to come up with an odd and even number with these blocks.
Alright.
Any number.
Together?
Between 1 and 20.
I'm gonna do this.
I like creating
So
this.
I'll just put this together. And I like pink.
Back.
So should we just keep these the same? So this would be, just put these up and have the remainder. So
Okay.
we could call that our odd number.
Okay. Yeah, so there's our odd and our even, but should we do blue?
Kinda like yellow.
Yellow? There you go, then we can use yellow.
So we have to have the same number on each side. So we could, do we wanna have more?
I think that works. Do you want to add more?
I think that's the right answer.
Okay, yeah, that works. We're done.
Okay, what did you guys come up with?
Well, this one,
First, why don't you start by telling me the number first that you guys have?
so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 5 here,
And then we have
2 plus 2.
4.
Okay. And which of those numbers are odd and which of them are even? Or are they both the same?
The remainder one is odd. So this one,
And this one's even because there's no remainder.
Okay. And do you think when you break them off, the two groups have to be an even number in each?
these ones,
Well, don't you have to have two groups with the same number in them? Otherwise, it's not fair.
And what do you mean by fair?
That each group doesn't have the same amount. If one group has more, then it's not really the same. It's not the same in each group.
So if I did a group that was, let's say, this, and I said that was even, would that be right?
that one would be fair. Because if those are like video games, then this group gets 3 video games, and this group only gets 2 video games.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Okay, so how can you make it fair?
We can,
Well, you could give one to this group, or you could take one away from this group, and then they both get 2.
Okay, so if you gave one to this group, what kind of number would that be?
if you gave one more, it'd have the same on both sides, so I think that'd be an even number.
Okay. And then how about if you just took one away? Would that still be an even number?
Well, I'd rather have 3.
But let's say you can't have 3, like you only can afford 2 for each
Oh, okay.
games if you want to refer to
It'd
that.
be even.
Yeah, it'd be fair.
Okay.
So that, yeah, that'd be another even number then.
Okay.
I think.
So now I want you each individually to come up with an odd number. With some blocks. Okay, Brandon, what number did you come up with?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,